We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Introducing Josh the Tartan Tornado Taylor, one of the best fighters in the history of the United Kingdom and certainly out of Scotland, the undisputed light welterweight champion of the world. He is the Grand Champ.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. The right hook can't miss. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You just see the nerves on that fight stepping into the ring, Todd. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Right uppercut. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
No rest for the weary. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get...
Here we go for round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And that hook scores. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You got a swarm on your case, you know you got to fight, you got to hold him, you got to tie him up, you got to lean on him when he come in until the referee makes you break up. But keep your hands high, because I will keep punching until that referee said stop.
Scoring hook. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. This fight has a real good flow to it. Nice counter shot. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And it's code red time for Josh Taylor. Taylor in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally. There's the bell to start round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3.
They're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
There's a counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
There's the bell to start round 4. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nope, that hook won't score. Combination to this safe.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Oh my God, Johnny! One of the best fighters Scotland's ever produced is in trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Right hook catching air. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every...
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
This can be so frustrating when you're with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He threw a punch and just got countered. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen.
There's the bell for round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
That right jab just misses. He misses with that straight left. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
The halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Misses with the straight left. Hold that thought! It's code red time now for Josh Taylor. The storm.
Few days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A perfect counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knock.
There's the bell to start round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Best rounds I've seen this year. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Both men step back for just a moment. Jab misses. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter and the court.
And there's the bell for round 8. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. A judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. They stop the hook there. And this with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Wow, it's like two different...
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Beautiful counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
fought hard. Did you see that? And the Tartan Tornado is down. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Started up Taylor in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, push it up, get on with the job.
There's the bell for round 10. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? When are we going to see a jab from these two? One of the best fighters Scotland's ever produced is in trouble. That was going to be a knockdown at least.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Misses with the straight left. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. It's code red time now for Josh Taylor. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart, that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.